Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining me for this video today. My name is Leanne. I'm headed out to the garden today to tie my tomatoes up. The first string of the Florida weave. I'm doing the Florida weave for part of it and something different that I just I'm gonna jerry rig with the rest of the tomatoes. So if you guys kept up with any of my older videos, I was trying to pump out like 4 videos a week, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and that is just too much. And I don't have the time to watch YouTube videos. As much as I would love to support other people and help other people's channels grow, it is not good for my mental health to be on YouTube for so long. So I am going to take it down a notch and upload only 2 videos a week. So with that, let's get these tomatoes strung up. Now, as far as I understand it, the Florida weave is just a weave you go in and like around the back and then around the front of your tomato row. I probably should watch a video on how to do this, but I'm just gonna kind of wing it. All right, first strings are strung. I ended up doing like an individual weave per pair of T-posts because I just thought that was easier. And I was going around and pruning the lower branches too. So just basically going like that. I've got some clean scissors. It's like about 12 inches up that I was pruning. I'll probably prune like a little bit higher and then call it good for this lower pruning to keep it from getting diseases from it touching the dirt. And then I'm gonna do my best to keep these indeterminate tomato plants pruned to 1 stalk, which means I'm just gonna be keeping the suckers from growing out the armpits of the branches. That's basically it. Okay, these are my indeterminate tomato varieties, and I'm gonna let them bush out, but I'm going to prune the branches that are touching the ground or close to touching the ground, and then I'll let them branch out from there on. If you guys know, please tell me if I should pluck these flowers off and let the plant get bigger, if that's a thing you do with determinate tomatoes. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're supposed to leave the flowers when the determinate tomatoes are this small. Not sure. Let's see how this one has some close to touching the ground. I need to take care of that so that the plant doesn't get diseased. Alright, so this is a super simple way to support your tomato plants. If you don't want to use T-posts and you don't really have much else than string, you probably could get away with doing this with yarn too if you don't have this type of thread. This is like, I don't even know what you call this type of thread, but this is what it looks like close up. It's just something my husband had in the garage. A little stronger than twine, in my opinion. And here's a close-up. So I didn't tie a super tight knot around the stem just in case the stems swell and get bigger. So they have room to grow and they're not going to be choked out by the string. Pretty easy. Really low cost. You could probably do this with 550 cord. Also, I would not use like regular sewing thread though. I don't think that would hold up. Hey guys, today is Saturday, May something? I don't know. It's Saturday, it's May, and I am working on learning how to braid garlic. And I thought it'd be fun to kind of show you guys how I did that. I've harvested quite a bit of garlic, but not all of it yet. Some of it's not ready. I have one pile of garlic bulbs that's a little bit smaller than you would get at the store, just because they were like leaning over. So I pulled them up just to see, and they were a little too small. So I have a bunch like that I'm gonna braid those together to have like the sizes kind of go together. And then I've got, this is the biggest one. I've got garlic that's like either the same size or a little bit bigger than what you'd get at the store. So that's about how big around you want it to be. So that's what I'm looking for now when I pull them up. I noticed them starting to turn yellow, and I think that might be an indicator that they're ready to harvest. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna learn how to braid them and then show you what it looks like, because it's gonna be so cool. I'm gonna hang it over the sink in the kitchen for them to cure and be ready to use. I'm not sure how long it takes them to cure, but we'll find that out today too. Good morning, guys. Today is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. I am up before everybody else, and I'm just walking around the garden doing a little bit of weeding, and I thought it would be a good time to sow some seeds. So I've got a couple packets of flower seeds, my pumpkin seeds, and my pole beans that I'm going to be growing with my corn. So my corn has been growing for like 2 to 3 weeks now, and some of them are like up to 6 inches tall. And I think now is the time to start planting the rest of the stuff in the Three Sisters garden. And then I'm just gonna put some flower seeds in the cracks and stuff where things didn't grow that I planted a couple weeks ago. In this spot right here in the front of the corn, I'm going to plant, I think, some zinnias right here. And then off to this side, I'm going to plant my pumpkin seeds so that they can trail out over here. And then on this side of the corn, I'm going to plant my patty pan squash and then green beans throughout. Okay, this side I planted 2 spots with the Cherokee Tan pumpkin from House Tools. I put 2 seeds per hole, and I did 2 holes about 3 feet apart. And then the same with maybe a little less than 3 feet apart. And then on this side over here and over there, I did this Cinderella pumpkin from Lake Valley. This is from the seed giveaway that I won from the old Redding Farms live way back. So I planted one there. And as space clears up in the garden, I'm thinking like when the potatoes come out and everything, I might squeeze more pumpkins. Probably the Cherokee Tans, just because all the other types of pumpkins that I have are really big. And I think these could probably do okay on the trellises and not be too heavy. This is the zinnia that I planted right here. From Wyatt Corals. I got these from a local hardware store. It sells the Wyatt Corals in Garner, North Carolina. Pretty cool. I still have these Kentucky blue pole beans from House Tools to plant with my corn, and then find places for these cosmos to go. I sowed some of these in the front yard, but they didn't do very well. So I'm gonna try to find a better place for them. Here's the garlic braid. Not very pretty, but a braid nonetheless. This was the first attempt at it, and I stopped at, how many is that? 6? And then I did the rest. I was just like, I don't even know. Oh, it's not supposed to look like this. That's why I'm not showing you how I did it. But I'm going to try to get better at it as the rest of the garlic grows to be picked. I didn't show you guys how I did this because I'm not really even sure how I did this. As I get better at it, maybe I'll post a tutorial video, but I'm not even sure how this happened. So, maybe sometime. But this is the garlic braid. It's messy, but it works. What are we about to do?
We're more seeds.
We got more seeds? What are we gonna do with them?
Yeah, in the backyard.
Oh, we're gonna put them in the backyard. Hi guys, today is Thursday, May 13th, and we are gonna go outside and sow some more cucumber seeds. A couple of the places that I planted my cucumber seeds, or sowed my cucumber seeds, they didn't come up. So we're gonna go re-sow, and yep. These are the last of the plants that I have that I started indoors that will go into the garden. These from the farmer's market, chamomile and hyssop, and these are the tomato plants that I got from my friend. The peppers are doing better. I fertilized them with fish emulsion, pruned off all of the leaves that didn't look like they would recover. Still, some of them don't look that great. They're curled a little bit, but the new leaves look good. I'm thinking, if you could see here a little close up, the roots are kind of getting exposed a little bit. So I have a bag of dirt. I think I'm gonna give each cup a little bit more dirt because I want to get these a little more leafed out before I plant them. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If I could just plant them out now. I'm still working on hardening them off. I'm gonna give them a couple of more days. My peppers are suffering partially from neglect because I started hardening them off before I went to Ohio a couple of weeks ago, and then they kind of got stalled a little bit, so oh well. I'm working on hardening them off again, and hopefully they'll get into the ground in a couple of days. This is the bed that I planted my Armenian yard-long cucumbers and my lemon cucumbers, and so far only 2 came up, and I'm pretty sure I planted 2 of each. So I'm gonna plant another Armenian yard-long. I have a friend who actually grew the lemon cucumbers and didn't like them, so I'm actually just gonna leave it as the one. I'm pretty sure I planted 1 here, 1 here, 1 there, and 1 there. And that one didn't come up at all, and neither did that one. And I think it's because they were just too shaded out by the kohlrabi, but now that most of the kohlrabi's out of here, I just have this one left, and then 1 more in another bed. And then 3 cabbages, 4 cabbages with that Neodatus comment in there. I'm gonna actually just pull that guy out. That guy doesn't look very happy. So I'm gonna put him out of his misery. I really like this new seed sorting idea I got from my sister-in-law. One of my sister-in-laws. I've got like a gazillion. Super cute little pill organizer for seeds. Some of the things though, like the pumpkin seeds, I needed to use a couple cells for each type, but that's okay. Oh, sad day. I just took a look at this broccoli plant, and I could spray it with BT to see if I could get rid of these guys, but it's already starting to get kind of warm every day that I don't think it would grow a whole floret for me anyway. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give this to the chickens. It's starting to happen to this Brussels sprout plant too. It's not as far gone though, so I think I might try to spray that. We'll see. What's happening over here? So well, I'm gonna pull all these out and I'm gonna give them to the chickens. I knew that when I planted these out that they had a really high chance of not growing very well for me since it gets pretty hot pretty quick out here in the springtime. But I wanted to grow them as big as I could to kind of just test to see if it would work. And if not, I'd have a bigger plant to give to the chickens for food anyway. So, plan B, plan B is to give them to the chickens. I'm gonna do that right now, and then I'll fertilize the spot and probably plant flowers here or something. The dogs like to dig, or Teddy does this little like dominant digging, like kicking the dirt back behind him thing whenever the neighborhood dogs come to this one spot, so nothing is really doing that great anyways. I might just leave it. We'll see. It's either I deal with plants that I grow there intentionally or weeds. So we'll probably plant something. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video till the end. I know it's kind of all over the place, but if you need a friend to learn how to garden with, I'm your girl. Happy gardening. Enjoy.